So the Marina Mabrey situation is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And now her agent has made things 1,000 times worse. She's made things, or like, is the agent a man or a woman? I actually have no idea. I have no idea. It could, I've just seen Mabrey's agent. But it's not good. It's not good at all. And like, obviously, look, they denied her trade request. If you guys don't know, she requested a trade. They denied the trade. She's just unlucky. She keeps going to win now teams who blow it up immediately after she gets there. But like, sorry, Marcus Crenshaw of the FAM agency, fire back the franchise decision. In this current age of women's empowerment and the support of players, the Connecticut Sun threatening to force her to play for them after a trade request is mind-boggling. Oh, you did not. You did not just go play the women's empowerment card. Oh, you did not play. Like, that is a tough, like, you did not just play that card. Like, they're not saying they're not going to pay you. Like, you don't have to play. They're not forcing you to do anything. Just if you're going to play in the WNBA, you're playing for them. Like, you signed a contract and you've got to, like, you signed the contract. Not necessarily you have to honor the contract, but it works both ways. It works both ways. Like, a team can trade you and you can want to be traded, but like, while you're under contract, unfortunately, the leverage is with the team. The leverage is always with the team. I think they're incredibly dumb by not trading her, but unfortunately, being a dumb front office is not illegal. It's like, in the age of women's empowerment, it's like, man, she's not a free agent. Like, if she wanted to be allowed to choose where she goes at all times, only sign 1 year deals. Only sign 1 year deal. You know that 3 year $600K deal that she signed, or 600 something K deal that she signed as a restricted free agent in Dallas? If she wanted to be allowed to decide where she played every single year, sign 1 year deals. Simple as that. Like, teams gave up assets for her because she was on a 2 year deal. If she was on a 1 year deal, the amount of assets that the Connecticut Sun would have given up was a lot less. And like, again, normally I would entirely be on the team side in this scenario. It is understandable from the players because the Connecticut Sun, like, they like, the fact that they don't even have practice facilities, and, you know, in the playoffs, sometimes there's a lot of kids' birthdays going on, so they can't really practice properly. So I wouldn't be that. So like, it's understandable wanting to leave. It is completely understandable why they are like absolutely just not happy there and want to leave, like her and Tash Cloud. But like, she forced the trade to there, and is trying to force the trade out, and the team saying no. Unfortunately, I think it's done by the team, but it's just tough luck. Like, it is, it's tough luck. Tough. That's all I'm going to say is tough. So you've got like, and now the agent is pulling the women's empowerment card. Like, I don't think it's good to pull that card today. Like, women, like, basically trying to imply women's empowerment means contractual agreements don't matter. Genuinely, it's not good. Like, she couldn't hack, like, again, she demanded a trade mid-season because she couldn't hack playing 15 games for a team that wasn't going to win, and then the team's not going to win. If she had just played out the season with Chicago, they would have been the 8th seed in the playoffs. They would have lost in the first round. And she could have gone wherever she wanted this summer, because she hadn't forced her way to Connecticut. But Connecticut is just such a bad team. Such a bad team. But again, the agent is not doing her any favors. The agent's really trying to force her way. And by the way, like, again, the agent trying to the agent trying to force the move initially on social media, and now trying to force the move on through the media again. It's not good. It's not good. And like, I genuinely think that the team should trade Mabrey. But if they don't want to, they don't have to. Because again, let's be here. Let's be real. Let's be real. Teams are allowed to be dumb. Teams can be dumb with contracts. Like, the Washington Wizards were well within their right to give Bradley Beal a no-trade clause. And the Phoenix Suns were well within their right to go and trade for him. But it was still dumb. The Miami Heat were well within their right to wait for a trade package they liked for Jimmy Butler. Like, paying somebody to play a sport is not holding them hostage. If the Connecticut Sun were not paying her, then yeah, okay. If they weren't paying her, then yeah, obviously, and not letting her go anywhere else, then then you've got a bit of a conversation. She is getting paid a max contract. She is making more money than A'ja Wilson. She's getting paid more money than A'ja Wilson to play basketball. And not only that, like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, they want to keep her. She signed a contract. She's under contract, and she was fine with the trade. Now she's not. So, if the team want to keep her, there's nothing you can do. Just play out one season, and then you are a free agent. And the worst part is if Marina Mabrey goes balls out for Connecticut, is her first time All-Star, she can command like 200. She can command that same money, if not more, next summer. She can command a bunch of money next summer. But if she goes and has a freaking Dwightmare saga and ends up in a situation where she's not playing basketball, or I don't even know how this could go. Could this end up she's not playing basketball? Or like people were saying, like having the Enrique joke where Enrique was pretending to miss shots, and I mean that's just a normal Wednesday night for Enrique sometimes. Enrique's either doesn't score or doesn't miss. There's no in between. But with Mabrey, why not just have a really good season and make more money next year? Instead of trying to fight this, get out, and win a title short term. Like, I'm pretty sure, am I not mistaken, Marina Mabrey's like my age. Like, she's my age. She is 28. She is like 2 weeks older than me. Except the difference is that she is still a top-class athlete. I've torn my Achilles, ended up nearly dying from a blood clot, have severe lung damage, and can't move anymore. And it's like, she's not like 28, like me, completely crocked and retired from basketball after a blood clot at 25 and moved into coaching. She's 28, in her athletic prime, and has at least another 3 to 4 good years because she is a knockdown shooter where she can make near max money. She can make, like, if she just goes and sucks it up and plays because of the spike in the salary cap, she could very easily make another $1 million in her career, in her basketball career, just in the WNBA, while making at least another $1 million overseas. Like, she has the potential, I think, if everything goes as well as possible, to make another $2 to $3 million throughout her WNBA career, throughout her basketball career. Making her $2 to $3 million, let's just say tax-wise, the tax man takes just, let's just put the number 40%. 40%, $3 million. Like, she's making, it's $1.8 million. And if you're smart with that $1.8 million, by the time she gets to like pushing 40, like, she can, with just that money, not money she's made in the past, if she's smart with it, she can set herself up for life. But that involves her, doing the thing that gets her paid, playing basketball at a pretty high rate. And if I was her, I would rather stay in Connecticut, honestly. You've got a coach that plays an elite offensive system. You're the number one option. Go, and you've got a team that is nowhere near as bad as people think they are going to be. They're going to be an 8 seed if they keep Mabrey, if they bring in any sort of decent free agent. I can see them bringing in Izzy Harrison. There's a good chance they're the 8 seed. She's going to be the number one option on an 8 seed. Probably going to get her an all-star for the first time, which leads to a near max. So, I understand why she wants to leave. I understand wanting to be in good situations, and the Connecticut Sun is the worst possible situation. But you gotta look at it both ways. There are positives and negatives to being on a tanking team, to being not even on a tanking team. They're not tanking. That's the thing. They're actually not tanking at all. They're trying to win. Being on a not very good team. There are positives and negatives. Especially when you're the number one option in a contract year. So not only that, like Marina Mabrey, her agent could screw up her long term with this, because Connecticut are not letting her go easily. So it's going for Connecticut to let her go. It's going to have to get extremely ugly. And if it gets extremely ugly, that is going to affect her free agency value next year, because teams aren't going to be willing to give her a long-term contract, because she might just want to leave. And if you don't let her leave, she's going to make it ugly. Like, she's Jimmy Butlering her way out, which could actually cost her money long-term. So, look, the trade request, fine. Trade request, understandable. But trade request being denied, just dumb on Connecticut's part. But the agent trying to force through a trade after it was denied, and you playing the women's empowerment card, all that's going to do is show all the other teams in the WNBA that if Marina Mabrey is not 100% happy in the situation she's in, her agent is going to go to the agent is going to go extremely low to try to get her out of there. But anyway, I'll see you guys.